Dubai, where the future has already arrived. A travel guide by PalapaVibez.com. 50 years ago, this was a modest trading port on the edge of the Arabian desert.
Today, it has the world's tallest building, the largest mall, the most photographed hotel on Earth, and an artificial island shaped like a palm tree that is visible from space.
Dubai does not do anything by halves. It builds the tallest, designs the boldest, and asks what is next before the concrete is dried. And somehow, in the middle of all that ambition, it has created a city that is genuinely warm, accessible, and endlessly surprising. This is your complete guide to Dubai. Let's get into it. Dubai sits on the southeastern coast of the Arabian Gulf in the United Arab Emirates. The metro population is approximately 3.6 million people, making it the most populous city in the UAE. But what makes it genuinely unlike anywhere else is the demographic reality. Emirates make up less than 15% of the population. The result is one of the most cosmopolitan cities on Earth, a place where over 200 nationalities live side by side, and the city's restaurants, neighborhoods, and cultural life reflect that extraordinary diversity.
The best time to visit is November through March, when temperatures hover in the pleasant low to mid-20s Celsius and outdoor activities are genuinely comfortable. Summer from June through September pushes past 45 degrees with punishing humidity.
Dubai in summer is not impossible. Every indoor space is aggressively air-conditioned, but it is not the version of the city you came to experience. The UAE dirham is pegged to the US dollar at a fixed rate of approximately 3.67 dirhams to $1, which makes budgeting completely straightforward for American travelers. No visa is required on arrival for US, EU, UK, Australian, and most other Western passport holders for stays up to 90 days. The Burj Khalifa needs no introduction, but the numbers are still worth absorbing. At 828 meters, it is the tallest structure ever built, more than twice the height of the Empire State Building.
The At the Top observation deck on levels 124 and 125 delivers panoramic views over the entire city, the desert beyond it, and the Gulf on a clear day.
Book tickets online well in advance. Same-day tickets at the base cost significantly more.
The exclusive Sky Lounge on level 148 is the most elevated vantage point open to the public anywhere on Earth. Directly below the tower sits the Dubai Mall, a retail universe housing over 1,200 shops, an Olympic-sized ice rink, a 3-story aquarium, and an indoor waterfall that drops 4 stories. The Dubai fountain outside erupts every 30 minutes after sunset, choreographing 22,000 gallons of water to music in a show that stops everyone walking past.
It is completely free and one of the most reliably spectacular things in the city. Dubai Marina offers a completely different rhythm from the downtown towers, a yacht-lined waterfront promenade, alfresco dining, and the closest thing Dubai has to a European boulevard atmosphere. The Sunset Dhow cruise from the Marina, dinner on a traditional wooden boat with the skyscraper panorama reflected in the water, is one of those experiences that photographs well.
And then still manages to exceed the photographs.
The Palm Jumeirah is the audacious palm-shaped artificial island visible from space that has become one of Dubai's most recognizable symbols. It houses Atlantis the Royal, kilometers of exclusive beachfront, and the Point Dining District that sits at the tip of the crescent with views back across the full palm.
For something older and genuinely atmospheric, take an Abra, a traditional wooden water taxi, across Dubai Creek and walk into the Gold Souk and Spice Souk of Deira.
The contrast between these ancient trading streets and the glass towers visible on the horizon is the sharpest distillation of what makes Dubai specifically interesting rather than just impressive. And the desert safari belongs on any serious Dubai itinerary. Within an hour of downtown, you are in the dunes, dune bashing in a Land Cruiser and riding camels at sunset.
And sitting down to a Bedouin-style camp dinner under a sky full of stars that the city's light pollution completely erases. It is the experience that reminds you where all of this came from. Dubai's dining scene is one of the most competitive in the world, a global roster of acclaimed chefs operating in a city that demands spectacle alongside substance.
Zuma in the DIFC Financial District set the benchmark when it opened and remains one of the hardest reservations in the city. A Japanese izakaya with a robota grill that produces food of exceptional quality and a sake list that runs to hundreds of expressions. The energy here is consistently extraordinary. Al Mahara inside the Burj Al Arab deserves its reputation as one of the most theatrical dining experiences on Earth. You arrive via a simulated submarine journey through the hotel's atrium. You dine in a room surrounded by a floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The seafood is genuinely excellent, and not merely an afterthought to the spectacle. Pier chic is the antidote to Dubai's tendency toward interiors. A wooden pier jutting directly into the Arabian Gulf, where the experience is ocean views, Gulf breezes, and the freshest possible seafood served with no theatrical distractions.
It is the most purely pleasurable dining setting in the city.
Tresson Studio in DIFC delivers a progressive Indian tasting menu that has earned its place among the Middle East's most inventive restaurants.
The chef's counter experience with molecular techniques applied to Indian culinary traditions is unlike anything else available in the region. For something completely different, Al Diafa Road is where Dubai's late-night street food scene lives. Shawarma joints, Iranian bakeries, and local cafes that stay open until the small hours.
And feed the city's enormous working population at prices that cost almost nothing. The Burj Al Arab is the hotel that invented the concept of 7-star hospitality, and it has never been surpassed on its own terms.
Every suite is duplex. Butler service is standard from check-in. Arrival options include Rolls-Royce transfer or private helicopter.
The private beach, the gold leaf interiors, the underwater restaurant, the rooftop helipad, it is relentless in a way that becomes genuinely impressive once you surrender to it. Atlantis the Royal on the Palm Jumeirah Crescent has quickly become Dubai's most photographed hotel address. Sky pools suspended between towers, gravity-defying infinity edges, celebrity chef restaurants stacked across multiple levels, and interiors that channel futuristic opulence with complete commitment. It has a different energy from the Burj Al Arab, younger, louder, more social, and it delivers on that energy consistently.
One and only, the Palm occupies a private peninsula with Moorish-inspired architecture and a Guerlain spa, delivering the kind of hushed luxury that the more dramatic properties trade for spectacle.
Armani Hotel Dubai occupies floors inside the Burj Khalifa itself. Giorgio Armani's minimalist design philosophy applied to a hotel in the world's tallest building.
Which is a combination that either appeals to you immediately or does not.
Dubai International Airport is one of the busiest aviation hubs on Earth, connecting to over 260 destinations across 90-plus airlines.
Emirates, Dubai's flagship carrier, operates direct routes from virtually every major city on the planet and its business, and first-class cabins are genuinely destinations in themselves.
The airport sits about 15 minutes from downtown via Sheikh Zayed Road in normal traffic.
The Dubai Metro Red Line connects Terminal 1 and Terminal 3 directly to the city center. Fast, fully air-conditioned, and under 10 dirhams.
Taxis are plentiful and metered, with a typical fare to downtown Dubai running 50 to 80 dirhams.
Once in the city, the metro covers the key districts on 2 lines. The Dubai tram links Jumeirah beach residents to the Marina.
Careem and Uber operate around the clock. And for getting to the Palm monorail and RTA water taxis add to an already extensive network. One critical practical note for connectivity. VoIP services, including WhatsApp calls and FaceTime, are restricted in the UAE. Most travelers use the Botim app as the licensed local alternative. Download it before you land because you will not be able to install it on UAE networks in the same way.
A few things that will genuinely improve your experience.
Dubai is among the safest cities in the world with extremely low crime rates. The practical considerations are mostly about cultural respect rather than personal safety.
Modest dress is expected in malls, souks, and public spaces. Cover shoulders and knees away from beach areas. Alcohol is legal in licensed venues including hotels and bars, but zero-tolerance drink driving is strictly enforced. Public displays of affection are discouraged. If your visit falls during Ramadan, the city's rhythm shifts. Restaurants close during daylight hours outside of hotel settings, nightlife pauses, and the pace slows considerably.
The iftar experience, breaking fast at sunset with lavish buffets at hotels across the city, is a genuine cultural highlight worth experiencing if you are there. Do not let a Ramadan visit discourage you.
Get a Dhow or Etisalat prepaid SIM at the airport for local data. eSIM options are also available for most modern phones and can be set up before you depart. Dubai is one of those cities that either meets your expectations of spectacle entirely or reveals something underneath the spectacle that you did not expect.
There's a quiet magic to the gold souk at 7 a.m., just as the morning light softens and traders begin laying out their treasures. You'll love the desert at dusk too, that fleeting moment of stillness before the first campfires are lit. Then you have the dhows drifting along the creek, the winding alleys of the Fahidi district, and the heady scent of the spice market and traditional crafts. The future arrived here first and built something extraordinary. What makes it worth visiting is the discovery that the past never fully left.
When you're ready to plan your trip, search flights and hotels at PalapaVibez.com. The link is in the description. We will help you find the best deal and get you there. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and follow for more travel guides every week.
And drop a comment below. Is Dubai on your list for the architecture and luxury? Or is it the desert experience that appeals to you most?
We read every single comment and would love to know what draws you to this city. Is there a particular spot that feels like home to you? Let us know in the comments.